What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Armchair GM Sports Network, and welcome back to the NHL 21 GM Mode commentary series with the Seattle Kraken. We are here at the beginning of our first year with the team. We've done the expansion draft. We've done the offseason. If you missed those two videos, they are live on the channel right now. Go check it out. Hit the like button. Leave me your comments down below. And subscribe to the channel for more content on the way. Like this gaming content and podcasting content. All that stuff is available on the channel. So make sure you guys are hitting that subscribe button. But we're here at the beginning of the season. Now, before we get into some season simulation here, we've already done all the lines. The lines are set to go. We're basically ready to hit the sim button and see what happens. But I decided, you know what, right before, I just want to quickly scour the trade market, see if there was anyone on the blocks that could stand out to maybe help us right away. And there was one trade that it might be tough. It may not be tough, but this person could help us out big time, and it could be a big centerpiece to build this team around, and that'll be definitely on the back end. So we'll scroll all the way over to the Tampa Bay Lightning, and lo and behold, do they have as a RFA not signed yet, Mikhail Sergachev, 84 overall, medium elite, 22 years old. We have the cap space to pay for this guy. I say we make it. We make a break for him, and we look to trade and build around this decor around Mikhail Sergachev. Now, I know we have young pieces on our decor that we can build around as well right now. Like guys like Brady Shea, Barry, maybe not so much, but Dermott maybe could potentially become something, or maybe Patterson, he's a big maybe because he's already 24. But basically you have Shea and Dermott, and that's really not a lot to build around, especially like Shea's 26 and Dermott's 23. So getting a guy like Patterson, who's a medium elite, to build around does definitely help out that growth on our back end, and someone we can build around while our other rookies down there are continue to grow, and we'll see what happens out of them. So how this would go down is we would have to trade someone in our top 4 away, but this comes the tough part. Now, if you look at all their trade or their scheme fit, Brady Shea works well with Travis Dermott on that line 1, so I really don't want to trade any of those two. Tyson Barrie, I'd be willing to move on from. He does fit perfectly on that line 2, though. But Marcus Pettersson is the guy who he fit on line 1. I mean, we can always move a Shea or a Dermott instead of a Pettersson. I would probably most likely look at trading away Dermott in this case. Being 82 overall at 23, 3.5 for 4 years, I'd like that probably to move on for that. I know we just re-signed him, and we got Pettersson for $4 million at 5 years. I mean, I think the bigger risk is Pettersson. So maybe we'll throw Pettersson in now, but if we have to switch to Dermott, I will. So Pettersson will be the first piece we move. So we still need some trade value here. I think another guy we can move on from is a guy like Roslovic. So we have Jankowski on that third line, I believe, and then we give out a Roslovic, and then we'd probably move Jankowski up to the third line potentially. Yeah, he'll move, or he's on the third line, so up to the fourth line. We probably move Donato in there, maybe bring someone up. So our fourth line is not really a concern right now. So again, just because of the trade value, Roslovic seems like a guy that we can move into this deal. So Tampa Bay would be over the lead salary cap, so we'd have to take somebody with salary. So let's just sort by their salary here. No wonder they can't sign him. Palat. I'm not going to take Palat. $5 million for 2 years. I mean, you could slide it. He could probably fit in our top 6, but then like we have our top 6 kind of like established right now. So I really don't need a guy like Palat. It would be good. You could take like one of these closer to 2 million guys. They have 1 year left, so like a Blake Coleman or maybe like a Coburn on D. Yeah, let's try a Coburn. No, okay, so that didn't work. What about this is the other guy's name? Coleman. Does that work? Still over. What if we added? So what if we added a Coburn? And we added another piece, like a Paquette. Maybe that could be our fourth line center. Yeah, we'll add a Paquette. It's still over the salary cap, eh? I don't want to eat cap on Roslovic or Pettersson. Yeah, well, it looks like we might have to. Okay. So maybe let's take out Pedersen for now, because maybe we could flip a D-man, because if we have to move one. So we'll keep Roslovich here. We'll have to add someone else with trade value. Now, I don't know who we'd move with trade value here. No. I mean, this was our first pick. Is it Esa Tuparainen? I didn't like that he's a grinder. The grinder types, I don't know. Like maybe like this would be the franchise to start in it and see where he would build towards, and maybe he could be a bottom six grinder for an NHL team. You know, maybe he'll be that guy in our bottom six that is just a beast. So I really don't want to part ways with Tuparainen just yet. Have to be a guy like Studnicka, but I'd love to see how Studnicka grows, especially he's at 77 at 21, so he's got a lot of room to grow. God, it could be like one of these guys like Juleson. Juleson would probably be it. But I imagine they'd want someone with trade value. Let's try Juleson first. So we'll throw Juleson in there. Still be over this league salary cap. So what about one of those $1 million players we're looking at, like a Coleman or a... let's try a Coburn first. Does that help? Okay, so that helps with that. We will need to add a draft pick, because I want to make this as realistic as possible in the trade difficulties on hard. So it would be our seconds. I know the seconds are worth a lot in this game. So I'm comfortable with either a second this year or a second next year. Just because I don't know what our first year is going to be like, I'll give up the second round pick next year. And yeah, that could work. So second, Juleson and Roslovich for Sergachev and Coburn. I will throw in a third for the year after that, just so we're not fleecing too hard here. So a second, a third, Juleson and Roslovich for Sergachev and Coburn. League approved. Let's see if it goes through. No. If we change that you know what? You know, let's just do it. 2 seconds, a second for next year, a second for the year after. We're getting a guy like Mikhail Sergachev. I think it's definitely worth it in this book. So let's see how this works. There we go. Trade accepted. All right. So we got Mikhail Sergachev on the team. We just need to now fix the lineups here and then give the contract to Mikhail Sergachev. So do we have a centerman? Okay, so either one of these guys can play center. So we'll put this guy here. And do we have an extra to throw in really quick? Yeah, Hudon. Just to throw in for the time being. That's fine. And then we'll... oh, yeah, the AHL. So Juleson was a guy. Who can we put in here? Ranky? Medium top 6. Yeah, Jeremy Raw. Let's put Roy in there. Does he fit anywhere else with a +3? He does up here, but I don't want to move Johansson. Capobianco, you know, we can move down here. Can we move him into this? Yeah, we can. We can move some. He was a low top 4. I do want to see what Capobianco becomes because of the medium top 4. Yeah, we'll keep him there. So we'll put Roy up there with Johansson. Okay, so now we got to get to the... I guess not the difficult part, but the most important part is to give the contract to Mikhail Sergachev. So we have our big defenseman to build the team around for the future. So let's go to be an RFAs. Yeah, Mikhail Sergachev. What do we got with him? Let's see. Oh my God, 8 years of 5.7. Yes, please. Let's give him that. Let's lock him in long term here. He wants to. I guess he can't say no if I go down. Does it work? Can I do the budget thing with an RFA? I don't know. You know what? It's Mikhail Sergachev. I mean, I'd love to go for 5.5 though. 5.5? Yeah, for 8 years. Let's try that. Come on, please accept that offer. So I guess we got the sim a few days here. If we can get him at 8 years of 5.5, God, we might have just have the biggest steal of the day, folks. Let's just sim through this preseason nonsense. Oh. We got him. We got him. 5.5 for 8 years for Mikhail freaking Sergachev. Like, put it in perspective. He's going to be making 5.5 till he's 30 years old. And he's a medium elite. Oh, baby. Let's go, boys. Let's freaking do this. We just got a massive steal to start this video off. And we haven't even done any simulation yet. So let's get him into the freaking lineup. So now we're going to have to move on from somebody. So for the time being, it might be Pettersson. So I'm going to substitute Pettersson out. Shoot. Is he in the... Oh, God. So okay, he could be in the AHL. So I got to do some roster moves. Yeah, there he is. Get the hell up here. Coburn, you know what? I'm fine if he stays down there. That's cool. He can maybe... or maybe we can bring him up. You know what? Let's bring him up for just a injury defenseman. So NHL. Let's go to edit lines. Let's throw him in. So Pettersson will scratch you. And throw in my boy Mikhail Sergachev. Let's go, baby. All right, and he works in the +3. He's the perfect scheme fit. Look at that. What a trade. Him and Tyson Barrie rocking that second pairing. Boys, we have our top 4 100%. Look at that. Perfect line fit all around. We got Montour and McCabe. It is what it is on that third D pairing, but I'm happy with our top 6 here. This is solid, especially with Mikhail Sergachev at this beautiful contract. 5.5 for 8 freaking years. Oh, baby. I'm pumped, boys. I'm pumped. So let's... Without further ado, I think we should get into some season simulation. I get you to calm down a little bit here. We'll get to the beginning of the season here. Let's just sim to a regular season. Actually, got to put Sergachev into the special teams. That's right. He might actually help out on some other areas here. So I don't want to move anyone necessarily here. You know what? Donato, I know he fits well there, but let's just try throwing in a Sergachev and see how he works out. This is still a +3. No, it's a +1. Yeah, okay. So Sergachev, not really a power play guy. That's fine. That's I'm cool with that. We have our established power play there, so let's put Donato back up there. All right, so we got our +3s. Is he a penalty kill guy maybe? Or maybe he helps the 4-man power play, because I know we had... Yeah, we didn't have anybody here that... So if we can replace maybe a JVR with a Sergachev, would that help? No. Yeah, he doesn't... You know what? But we'll stick him in there, get him at least some power play time. Penalty kill, I'm not going to touch the top here. So Dermott doesn't fit. So instead of Dermott, does Sergachev fit in the PK? Please let it fit in the PK. Please let him be an ultimate PK guy. Oh, let's go, baby. +3 to +5. Oh, we're going to have the best PK in the league. Let's go. Let's go. All right, so now we know that. Let's. I guarantee this goes up to a +1. Give me at least a +1. If it's a +3, I'll be even more happier. Sergachev's in. +1. Let's go. All right. You know, I'm going to move him up here and play with Brady Shea. Yeah. Him and Shea and Sorelli will rock that first PK unit in the 3-man. Okay, so, yeah. So... Not only do we have him to a great contract, we have him in the perfect D scheme, and we have him in the perfect scheme for PK. Like, this is just, it's like finding gold, ladies and gentlemen. So, let's keep I want to keep our defense the same here. So, Shea's going to play with Dermott. Barry's going to play with Sergachev. Where is he? There he is. Barry will play with Sergachev, and then Montour will play with McCabe down on the third pair. Where is he? Montour. There he is. All right. 3-on-3. We're definitely throwing our boy Sergachev into the mix. He'll play some 3-on-3 hockey. There we go. Definitely got... You know what? I'm going to stick him on the first unit right away, and we'll keep Shea there and Barry in this one. Perfect. Don't think it threw him into the shootout by accident. No, but it does have Barry there, but he has a good shot, so that's why we have him there. Okay, so we're good. All right, so we set the lineup. I think we're ready to get to some season simulation here, so let's just sim it to the regular season. Okay. I hope the simming's a little bit faster. I haven't tried it yet. I have not tried the the simulation through the calendars yet, so I hope it's faster last year. I hope they've improved on the speed. That was pretty quick there to sim through the preseason. So, all right, so I know there's a chance for it being slow. So basically, guys, I'm going to sim up to the trade deadline, and it's going to go into fast forward mode, so you guys don't see all the stuff in between. So we're going to do the day before, so we're ready for it. And yeah, so I'll be right back once it's done simulating. So give me a second here. All right, guys, we're here at the trade deadline, and not too bad of a record. 31-28-3 is not the greatest, but it makes up for, or puts us in 6th place in the division. We're right outside the wild card spot. Let's take a look and see what the stats are. I don't know if you guys like the way that I did that simulation. Let me know down in the comments below if you guys want me to do month by month. You guys let me know in the comments. I will do whatever you guys want me to do. But for now, I'm going to do that just up until the trade deadline, see what we got. So let's take a look at the forwards first. Ryan Strome, 62 games, 60 points. Not bad at all. I mean, that's a pretty solid performance for a guy that I believe we gave an extension to. Yeah, 4 years, 4.9. David Perron with 49 points. Gurianov with 38. James Van Riemsdyk, 35. Pearson, 32. Sorelli, Donskoy, Donato, Jankowski, and so on and so forth. Defense, Brady Shea, 45 points. Solid. Sergachev, 37 points, and up to an 86 overall already. I love it. I love it. The more he grows, the more it looks that much better. 31 points out of Barry Montour at 22. You know what? Not bad at all. Out of all our decor here. Dermott with 19 points. I don't mind that. So let's take a look at the goalies, though. Saros, 908 save percentage. Looks like he's doing not too bad. Blackwood, though, struggling in the backup position. May not be a guy we go forward with 4 years or 7 years at $4 million. Or we got Saros. I mean, if he has a better year than Blackwood, we might have to move on from Blackwood and then sign Saros long term. So Blackwood not getting it done between the pipes for us. Let's take a look at our AHL guys. Ho-Sang with 53 points, 78 overall still. Perlini with 45, 79 now, so he went up 1 overall. Honka with 43 points. Mangiapane, 37. Stanika went up an overall as well. And let's take a look at our rookie down there. I know he's a grinder, 13 points, 74 overall. Don't remember if he grew or not. Ladnia, he went up 1. So our AHL squad's not bad. They're getting some growth there. You got Montembeau, who's an 80. I mean, he's shaping out to be our backup for next year. So maybe if we have to move on from a Blackwood, we have Montembeau in the works to replace that spot. So, you know what? Not too shabby. I'm not sure what we're going to have to need from our team here and going forward, because we're kind of just... I don't think we're going to do the deadline because we're kind of just feeling out to see what we have in front of us and what we want to keep and what we want to move on from. So obviously we're going to keep a guy like Ryan Strome. Sorelli, I mean, that's not bad for the first line. Donskoy is kind of like a little bit of a disappointment. Probably like to see more out of him, but he's not going to be a for sure like future #1 winger. Gurianov, he fits more in the second line, so we can't move him out of the way. Van Riemsdyk, eventually we'll probably move on from and he'll get replaced. But other than that, I like Sorelli, I like Strome, I like Gurianov. Perron's fine. I think he's perfect and doing well in that first line, so we can keep him for the next 2 years. So basically this Z formation here is who I'd like to keep. If we do anything in the trade deadline, it would be a James Van Riemsdyk or a Donskoy that we would move on from. So as for the bottom 6, I'm not going to touch anybody. Everyone is fine down here. Defense, we're not going to move on from anybody either. So, yeah, so it would be just either we move from a JVR Donskoy if there was anything out there that would entice us to move him into the top 6. And then we'd have to see where Perlini and Hosang fit next year as well. So we can't really look too hard. Maybe just one player, not a couple of them, because eventually I'd like to have Hosang and Perlini eventually and Stanika fit into our top 6. That's our future right there. So let's just jump into the deadline and see what we got. So I think we advance one day and it gets us right into it. I think that's how it works. Yeah. So let's advance a day and start the trade deadline status. Okay, so this is new. So update trade status. Hey, it's your pro scout. Before we head into the trade deadline, I want to see if you wanted to update your trade block. So we're either going to be a seller, a conservative seller, a conservative buyer, or a buyer. You know what? I think we're going to be the conservative buyer because we don't know if we're exactly going to buy. We just kind of want to test and see what's out there. So let's be a conservative buyer. And it's okay. Here we go. Enter trade deadline. So I've seen some videos already what it looks like, so I'm not going to be too surprised. So I kind of see and know how it goes down. So Fleury is available. Don't need him. Don't need a Buffaligan. Yanel, Subban, no. None of these guys. Brandon Gallagher, 85 overall. 1 year left at 3.6. And he's how old? He's 28. How does he... I can't open his player... It kind of sucks from here. You can't open their player thing. I know the trades just come in randomly, so we kind of have to keep an eye on that. Trading block. This is our trading block. Draft board. Can I open up the draft board even more? Okay, so watch list, projected picks. Is this no, this is not it. Trade summary, central. Where do I? Okay, okay, here we go. So top. Let's do all available. There we go. Anybody else here that we can? Tatar, no. Ryan Pollock, no. I'm not looking for anyone old. Corsalo, no. Oh, so we already got a trade alert, so someone's gone. Carolina trades their first in a prospect for Philippe Danault and Jeff Petrie and Yannick Weber. Wow, what a dump there by Montreal. Hornquist, no. Toffoli, no. I mean, there's no one really. Gusev, maybe. He's only 83 overall. Like, there's no one that's jumping off the page at me that's saying, like, yeah, we should just, gun for them, trade what we can. Wenberg would be cool. Playmaker. Center. We're not actually replacing a center. We're looking for, oh, God, I hate how it starts goes to the end. Ducks got traded for PK Subban. So the Ducks got Subban and Gusev. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, so it does move fast here. Mikheyev, no. Mikheyev would be sweet, though, but he's two-way. Shiri, no. See, there's no one that sticks out. So I don't think we're going to be getting anyone at the deadline. There's no one on the board that... Yeah, you know what? I'm not searching anymore. Yeah, we're good. So let's keep an eye on what the trades are going through, and then we'll go from there. Connor Sheary, Jack Johnson, Archibald, and DiGiuseppe to the Oilers for Baldwin and Stuart Skinner. Okay, so how about we find a trade? See what we get the offers for with who was the first one? James Van Riemsdyk. I don't know if there's gonna be a market for him, but let's just see what happens. Find trade. We got Van Riemsdyk for Bukestad in a 5th. No. For Palmieri in a 5th. A 3rd and Shore. No. So not going to move on from Van Riemsdyk here. Oh, shoot. What'd I do? No. So Nashville trade a 3rd for Palmieri. Okay. Who was the other one? It was... There's a forward. I think it was Donskoy. Where's Donskoy? Yeah, I probably can get anything for him. And I hit the wrong button again. I keep wanting to hit X. God, this is annoying. Where is he? Donskoy. Donskoy, select. And we're going to find trade. Got the Colorado. We have actually a couple here. So 4th and a 7th for Donskoy. 4th and a 7th. 5th and Ryan Hartman. I wouldn't mind taking a look at Hartman. Okay, 4th and a 7th. 5th and a 6th. 4th and a 7th. 4th. Okay, so let me just go to Hartman for a second here. Hartman might not be bad necessarily. I don't know what they've rated him in this game. Oh, wait, maybe not. 79, medium top 6. Yeah, two-way forward, maybe not. All right, so I don't think we're going to be moving on from anyone. I think we're just going to sim to the end of the year and then work the off-season from there. I think we'll just stick with what we have. So, yeah, we're going to end trade deadline day. So how do we get out of this? Yeah, exit trade deadline day. I am cool with that. And I think now we can just sim it to the end of the year and see how our team finishes in our first year. And then we can, again, this is going to be a build. I didn't expect us to make the playoffs right away. Not necessarily, I mean, a little bit at first because of how the expansion draft went, but I don't expect us to be a contender right off the bat. So I just care to see how we finish. So I don't think we need to make any more lineup changes necessarily. Defense, we're going to keep the same. Forward-wise, I mean, we can probably move Donskoy out and see if someone else could fit. Like, what if we move Donskoy for, like, a JVR? Like a Donato or a Pearson. Does Pearson work up there? Pearson does work, so let's try moving Donskoy and Pearson down. Just to throw Pearson up there for some playing time, see how that works. We'll put Perron over here. JVR works the left winger. Gurianov is good there, too. And let's keep that together here. Other than that, yeah, we'll keep everyone else the same. All right, so let's just back out. See how Tanner Pearson does on the first line for the rest of the season. See if it helps grow a couple of players or help the team in any way. So let's just sim now to the end of the year. And I won't fast forward because we're not going to look at stopping the sim here at all. So let's just sim and see how we do. So again, like I didn't expect us to be a playoff contending or Stanley Cup final contending team. Maybe playoffs, but if we don't, I like this so far how this first year has gone. I think we got some growth out of a lot of our AHL guys, our NHL guys. I think we're going to get a better picture at the end of the year when we see their stats, who's going to be staying in the team, who we want to keep on the team, who we want to move on from. And I really want your guys' opinions out there too. If you see, I will show you guys the stats at the end of the year. I'll show you guys the lines again. If you see a move that you think I should do that could help benefit the team and you wanted me to try, let me know. And then we'll work the offseason out together as well. So, yeah, I think I'll take the offseason a little bit slower after our first year so we can really build this team how we want to go into the future and get rid of guys that, you know, not necessarily going to be here long term and just, you know, kind of the guys that we just wanted to test out in the first year, see who works and see who doesn't work. So we're wrapping it up here at a 40-35-7 record. Not bad at all. I don't mind that. It's a winning record. Didn't make the playoffs, though. We were... How many points out were we? 92 points made the playoffs. So, yeah, 5 points out. I mean, I can't complain about that. We had Ryan Strome with a big year with 76 points there. That's not a year to complain about. I think that might be his career high. Let's take a look. Yeah, career high in points. So Ryan Strome having a big successful year. David Perron with 64 points. Brady Shea with 62 points. Man, that is solid for him. Anthony Cirelli with 47 points. Dennis Gurianov with 47 points as well. JVR 44. Sergachev with 43. Did he grow more? No, but 86 is still wonderful. I love to see that. Pearson at least finished with 41 points. Donskoy 36. Let's just sim down here. Dermott ended up finishing up with 26 points. Not bad at all. Anybody else? No, we're good there. Let's take a look at the goalies. Saros finished with a 909. It's 272. I like that. You know what? I think we might stick with Saros. Blackwood finished below 900. Not a good look, so we're going to have to move on from him and maybe trade him to someone else that needs a goalie. And as for our AHL squad... Let's take a look. Hosang with 65 points. I mean, Hosang and Perlini are sure to get a jump in the offseason and most likely going to be making the team next year. So we'll be happy with those guys. Even Mangiapane, 78 overall now. Finished with 49 points. He's 25. I mean, he could slot in the bottom six somewhere. Honka with 47 points, but with a negative 21. That's pretty scary. But 78 overall, nonetheless. Danica going up as a 1 overall as well. And let's take a look at our boy. The two Raws there, Jeremy and Matt Waugh. That's interesting. Luki Johansson was another guy, 77 overall. Okay. Where is he? There he is. Tuppurainen, 74 overall. Didn't really go up much. Oh, shoot. Ladnian went up again, though. That's good. But Tuppurainen, we'll see if he grows through the offseason. No, McShane. No, he's a medium top 9. Okay, so not too bad. So those are the stats for the AHL and NHL. And then, yeah, it's going to wrap it up for this video, guys. And the next one will go through the offseason, the draft, and everything. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do the next 2 videos. Maybe one will be for the draft and the other one will be for the free agency. So look out for those. I'm going to split them up. I'm not going to do like one day at a time. It's going to go pretty dry if I don't, so expect the next one at a random time. Not really sure when, but thanks for watching. Again, leave me your comments down below. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys right back here for the next installment in the NHL 21 GM Mode Commentary Series with the Seattle Kraken on the Armchair GM's Sports Network. Take it easy.